Well, it is time to look at another fake LEGO F1 car, and this time it is LEGO Technic McLaren MCL39 F1 car from 2026, which is this year as of filming this video. And yes, this time I was able to get this fake version of the car on AliExpress for €25.73 after applying all that discounts. Here is the bag. As you can see, it is quite large because this set is supposed to have 1,675 pieces. So let's dig in. After furious battle with the Scotch tape, all the small bags are in front of us. I mean, what can I immediately say? Do we have any numbers on the bags? Well, yeah, we do have some numbers. Then I see that I have this sheet with the stickers, and of course we have the manual, which this time again has very black covers. On the first glance, yeah, images look quite small. But I mean, I will judge them later, because right now I am going to assemble this set, and then of course I will tell you all about it and we will judge it. So see you in a bit. Wow, look at this! McLaren MCL39 F1 car is complete, so that means I am ready to tell you all about the experience that I had when I was building this fake LEGO set. And as usual, I will start with the manual. Well, this time manual is actually fine. Despite my earlier comments about images being kind of on a small side, yeah, they weren't too bad. I was able to see everything without much difficulties, and also all of these one-to-one illustrations were in the correct size, so that is good. Yeah, and overall I did not see any mistakes within this manual. And if you're wondering, as far as I can tell, this manual copies the same stuff you can find on the LEGO Builders app, so there's that. Moving forward, I want to show you that we did get few spare parts with this set, which is fine. However, what isn't fine is the fact that I have one piece missing over here. This was supposed to be like an L-shaped block, but I think there have been some sort of a mix-up when the bags of these parts were assembled, because yeah, the bag that had that part missing had included this part right here, and I think that is a mix-up over there. But yeah, the end result either way is the fact that I have this part missing, and unfortunately I did not have any spares of this particular part, so I am left with the gap over here. Moving forward, I want to mention that this time the quality for the stickers isn't too bad. Well, the print itself looks sharp, however, as usual, we have a little bit of a difference between the background colors for these stickers over here and the blocks that they are applied upon. And I think you can clearly see that on camera as well. But these stickers aren't terrible, and I definitely have seen worse. Then we also had few printed blocks in this set. First of all, we have prints on the tires right here, and the print quality is good. And also these colorful lines right here are also printed, and they look good enough. And with that said, I am ready to talk about the most important part about any building block set, and that of course is the quality of the parts themselves. At this time I would describe the quality as good, but it's definitely not excellent. And the main reason for that is the fact that all the connection points that are supposed to be moving in this car actually feel a little bit stiff. Don't get me wrong, they are not terribly tight and they weren't like hard to put together, but after assembling, for example, the suspension for the car really feels stiff, and that really shows here on the back wheels, because as I press down, the car really slowly gets back up, and that's just because there is a lot of friction in these parts right next to the wheels. Basically, yes, the friction is preventing the springs from bouncing back. It's also obvious on the front wheels, but on the front wheels, yeah, the friction is a little bit less. And also, you can definitely feel it when you are steering the front wheels. Like, again, they work, but they definitely feel a little tight. But yes, as I said, I did not have any problems with blocks being too tight when I was assembling them. Yes, some of them felt a little bit harder to squeeze together, but definitely they weren't like bad, and I wasn't struggling with that. However, I do have a little bit of problem with these inner parts of the wheels, because these parts right here barely holds on, and these are the only loose connection points within entire set, and that is a shame, because up until the point where I was assembling these like rims for the wheels, which is the very last step in the instruction manual, I did not have any other loose parts within this set. And also I can mention that some of the knobs in this set had a little bit of plastic splinters on them, but again, that wasn't a big deal, and I don't think that that is actually worth complaining about. And now I think we can actually move forward and talk about the design of this thing. And yeah, that is of course the job that has been done by LEGO company. And as it is with all of these F1 cars, I think they are not reinventing the wheel, but they are still coming up with some new design choices for basically what is the same shape from year to year. And in my opinion, they are actually doing quite decent job. So what do we have over here? First of all, I want to show you this car from all the angles. So yes, this is how it looks from the top. This is the side view. Really nice looking in my opinion. This is how it looks from the front, and this is how it looks from the back. As you can see on the back over here, we have some tail lights, and we even have this kind of like an exhaust pipe here in the middle. And yeah, I think they are replicating the real life stuff quite well with this design. This car also have quite few moving parts. First of all, you already saw that we have the suspension for both front and back wheels. Then I also already showed you that we can steer the front wheels by like turning this knob over here. And as we do so, you can probably see that the steering wheel inside the cockpit is also turning. Next, we can take off this part right here to reveal that underneath this part we have this lever right here, and with help of this lever we can actually switch gears. Right now, the back wheels are connected to the pistons we have inside over there. You can see that we have this top part spinning, and the pistons themselves are actually in there. Like, I will spin them to show you. Yeah, we can see that pistons are also moving as I spin the wheels. Next, we can flick this lever to the middle point, and that is supposed to be a neutral position. As you can see, I am spinning the wheels and nothing is moving anymore over there. And then we have this third position, which kind of kicks everything into the higher gear. And I believe that now the pistons are moving faster than they did before. And yeah, what I like about this system this time is the fact that this lever is also connected to the spoiler over here. As you can see, when we move this lever, the spoiler is actually coming out. It's probably gonna be more obvious from this like side view. You see, I flick the lever and the spoiler is going back down, and then I flick it and it is coming up. I think that is like a really cool feature to have this time. And as a last thing, I can also like turn this car around to show you how it looks from underneath. Very flat, not much going on over there, but we can kind of see the engine over here, and we also see the suspension for the back wheels. Ooh, you see how it works? But with that said, I think that is all I can tell you about my experience this time. So that means I am ready to put my experience with this fake Lego set into my fake Lego tier list. And this time I am putting my experience into the B+ category. I mean, I did have fun building this thing and I think the experience was good. However, of course, I am reducing points because of the missing parts and the fact that moving parts feel a little bit stiff when this set is complete. But overall, yeah, B+ definitely. And in the end, I think I have myself a good deal over here. But that being said, of course, as always, you have to remember that this is the experience that I had with the set that was sent to me, and you never know what exactly will be sent to you when you buy these sets, these fake Lego sets on AliExpress. But yeah, I think I have given you enough information to make up your own mind whether a set like this would be worth it for you. And now I want to say a huge thank you for joining me today and watching this review. If you liked it and find it useful, please leave a like, that helps out my channel a lot. Leave a comment, what is your experience with buying fake Legos? And if you want to see more content like this, where I look at these fake Lego sets, non-branded bricks and all sorts of other stuff I find on the internet, maybe subscribe to my channel. Huge thank you for watching one more time, and I hope to see you guys next time. Goodbye. Bye 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 bye. Bye 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 bye.